My name is Thomas Ramsey. I'm in construction. I build grain bins. I like to play baseball, catch with my kids, games with my kids like Call of Duty, date nights with my wife, enjoy that, going to see a movie. In October, I had this project over by Fosston where a guy needed a new gearbox. And I noticed that when the gearbox was in place, that the center tower that we're working inside the bin wasn't going down far enough. So I went and I looked up and I saw the chains connected to this tower. I said, man, they're tight. There's something's got to get loosened up there. I climbed up to the top of the ladder, loosened it up, done it so many times. I twisted it and the bolt sheared, it just boom, and it grabbed me, and that tower, because the chain rope shook that my ladder was resting on. And I felt myself go back. When I fell on a screw, and it had a winding in it that helped pull grain in. And I had landed right on top of that, and back across my spine, everything. I landed right on that, and my head whipped back, and it just blew a hole right, it fractured my skull right back here. I was like, I knew my back was hurt. I knew I was in trouble. But I remember people talking to me like, Chris, hey, you're gonna be all right. And he said, here, hold this. I had something in the back of my head. He said, you're gonna be all right. It's okay, I'm just laying here. Then I remember the EMTs coming and trying to get out of this small door in the grain bin. And it was just a few feet by a few feet, but it was elevated and it wasn't easy at all to get in and out, even if you had full mobility, let alone trying to carry somebody out of there. So they took me in the ambulance. We got into the emergency services at the hospital in Fosston. They were very good about speaking clearly as much as they could. Now I got hit in the head, so things faded in and out. So you have to tell more than one time. I'm sure they did, but there's times it catches and sometimes they don't. But so patient, so difficult situation, yet you had a good attitude. That's just what gets me so much too. I mean, that was a tough place to get somebody out of, and they had such a good attitude coming in there, good spirits. And they said, listen, we need to operate on your skull. And I said, man, I said, wow, how I could feel something in me just drop for a second. And I was thinking, how bad am I? I went to reach for somebody, and somebody there saw me reaching, and they grabbed my hand. I'm telling you, that's huge. I can still remember it this day. I said, and then another person yelled, you are in good hands. And you need to understand when you're in something like that and you're confused and you're not sure about that, those words meant so much to me. Man, that made a huge difference to me. I was like, yeah, okay, all right, I'm in good hands. I don't know whose hands they are. I don't know this person, but I needed to hear that. So I'm sitting in the hospital and really honestly thankful. I'm just like, I had so much appreciation and thankfulness for all the men and women and the people at that point that came and helped me, because I knew I needed help and it almost overwhelmed me. I was like, wow, I am so thankful to be alive. I'm so thankful that someone came and helped.
Show them what you got. Not the squashy.